Let's listen to this Danny Brown Starburst off of his forthcoming Stardust album. It's going to drop on Warp Records. There's been a lot of controversy around the features list on this record, which is kind of interesting. I feel like a lot of his like kind of, you know, traditional hip hop head fans, which is funny that he even has any to begin with, because like he kind of came into the game just being very misunderstood by your average hip hop listener because he kind of dressed weird and he had a weird voice and so on and so forth. So it's been like a long time for Danny Brown to sort of progressively become accepted by people who, you know, are actually like, you know, real heads, and not just like, you know, left field underground weirdos.
Good art takes time.
But, you know, there's been a lot of people who are sort of that type and stripe who don't really like the weird sort of like hyper pop and left field electronic music producer sort of like flair that some of the production and the feature list seems to be heading in on this record. Not that he hasn't collaborated with these sorts of artists before. He most definitely has, but I think a lot of people have kind of forgotten that. You know, I mean, not only did he have his old record years ago where he sort of collabed with a lot of artists of, you know, that kind of type for that time period. But I mean, this is a guy who originally kind of came in, signed to Fool's Gold Records, you know, I mean, he's signed to Fool's Gold, which is notorious or, you know, sort of known for its allegiance to the dance music scene. And on top of it, the guy's on Warp Records now, you know, it's not like a regular hip hop label.
Doing things his own way.
He's doing things his own way.
That's what innovators do.
So let's listen to Starburst and see what it's got to offer. Maybe I won't even like the song, and I'm just kind of talking up something I'm going to hate in 10 seconds. I guess we're going to find out. But let's give it a shot and see what it's got. Here we go. Starburst. Boom.
Shape up and get them squares about your circle. If all these niggas bosses, then tell me who the workers. Cause these niggas lurking, pull up like leaving herders. They talk about the murder till they right behind them hearses. Presence is the past in a second, so count your blessings. The lesson is the essence, that's natural adolescent. They woke me up inside like listen to Evanescence. Was microphone checking at 7, no half stepping. Put the weapon on the reverend and tell him run the collection. If he hesitate a second, I'm sending this ass to heaven. They woke up the monster, so I divide and conquer. I ponder going bonkers, then knocking out your chompers. I wonder why they slumber when they stay in front of honor. But when they in them streets, they going nuts like Conquer. Big guy, dropping them small fries like a lunch rush came in and everybody caught in. These niggas want the smoke like 20 twin. Used to get hit with bricks like Debo at the end. If getting money a sin, I'm going straight to hell. I sold all my shares, that's why your stock fell. Well, I'm leaving them all pale. Snatch a rapper so now he a shell of himself. I'm lifting all them curses with what I do with them verses. Got up the underground, change channel on them commercials. Surface level, I'm grounded, taking them deep to drown you. Type great white, surrounded by flounder. Out here in them streets, keep them niggas from round you. They purpose is a circus and these niggas a clown you. A minstrel with the pencil, a bird in the instrumental. I put it to your temple, then turn a nigga to lentil. And Bruno Mogley shoes, I'm leaving tracks a rental. Accentuate utensils, I'm chopping them with the Gensu.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
My art folk remarkable, niggas is just a sparkle. To nuclear, I'm tubular, right with permanent markers. The only thing erases your face if you try to pop up. I'm locking up the game like punishment from your mama. Trauma I went through just made me stronger than ever. So I would never let up, you niggas ain't know my level. In a whole nother league, fatigue up in your setup. Punchlines weak like putting water in ketchup. Wrapped up on them and left with stolen moments. You a snapshot photographer in the coma. I rain like Tacoma, they sleeping like they on Soma. So when I get up on them, I'm still ain't shit like Winona. So who the fuck you niggas think you're fucking with? I'm standing on business and you niggas on
drunk with stardust, when you were lasered into life in a beautifully precise manner, you clocked that which you'd never see, the minutiae of the world's beauty. You noticed how the guy across from you on the train put way too much Aquaphor on his lips. When you were at your most stable, you quickly exploded. When you're infected with its dust, you hear that which no one else hears. Peaking on stardust, we chase silence out of our world till Gabriel blew his horn. You resign yourself to delinquency, quirkifying your life. Like a vegetarian with a carnivore spirit, you stabbed at the fauna of the world, hunted it, surveying life's riches.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. That ending.
Odd spoken word outro.
That was rad.
That was interesting.
Thanks, Danny, for some cool stuff once again.
Cool multi-phased wild ass banger. What the hell?
Yeah, that was wild. Several sections, good change-ups.
Yeah.
You sounded stoked.
Yeah, no, he did. Again, another thing that just feels funny to me about this is like, I feel like underground fans, but also simultaneously like, people who like seriously consider themselves hip hop heads who like care about rap music and, say stuff like, I don't know, if Anthony Fantano likes something, that's just like some bullshit white people like, that sort of thing. I feel like nobody sort of raises an eyebrow at like Vince Staples rapping over Sophie production on Big Fish Theory. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
So like, why is it Danny Brown is working with like artists of a similar stripe and something like that? But like, everyone's like, I don't want to hear that. That's the thing I don't want to hear.
Maybe it's more expected of Danny.
If anything, it's less expected of Vince and more and just more normal for Danny.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I mean, why would that? Again, that just sort of seems like an inconsistency.
You got me, man.
Whatever. R.I.P. Sophie, though.
Yeah.
That if Sophie were alive today, Danny Brown would want to be on a Sophie beat.
Oh, they collaborate.
Yeah, we'll listen to UI Scuddy. Yeah, we are going to. But we're going to later. We'll see. Was that the whole theme of scaring the hoes? Yeah, he was trying to scare some hoes, I suppose.